Hey guys, what's doing? Welcome back. How are you? I hope you guys are having a great day. For today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys a review, first impression, and look using the brand new Natasha Denona mini Metropolis palette. So here's the box the palette comes in. This is available on Sephora and Beautylish and Natasha Denona's website. You get the 5-pan palette, which I love, and then in this kit we also get one of her small little baby brushes. It retails for $25. The brush is actually really cute, and I feel like it would be a pretty good blending brush. Love the color of the handle too. It's a gorgeous green. Here's what the palette looks like. Really gorgeous. We get 3 mattes and 2 metallics. I don't own the full size Metropolis palette, but I want to say that there are 2 pre-existing shades from that palette in here, and then there are 3 brand new shades for this little one. Okay, and then here are what the shades look like swatch. These are with 1 swipe swatches each. Very nice, creamy, smooth. Love it. Definitely seems very on par with her bigger palettes. All right, let's get started with the look. I also did purchase the mini baby Glam palette as well. I will share with you guys towards the end like swatches and comparisons with the bigger Glam palette, because these are already pre-existing shades that are already in the bigger Glam palette. So we'll discuss that towards the end, but let's go ahead and get started with the look using the brand new mini Metropolis. I will of course have my base makeup linked down below so you guys know what I'm wearing: bronzer, blush, foundation, brows, all of that. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started with this babe. First shade I'm going to go in with is this matte cream with a Morphe E30 brush. With this specific color we are setting the lids. Really good, just lid setting shade, I would say. I'm happy that it's included in here. The next shade I'm going to go in with is this one right over here. It's a matte mid-tone, slightly more deeper brown with a ColourPop fluffy brush. With this, I am going to put it in the crease, like that, and blend a little bit higher than I typically would. I really like this color. I am going to apply lighter pressure and go back and forth, mainly on the outer part of the eye to deepen it up a little bit. It seems like it's applying nicely though. It's blending out well. For the lower lash line, I'm going to go back in with the same shade and this e.l.f. and Tovlo brush. It's a dual-ended brush, so on one side we have that brush and then we have a spoolie. So I like to apply as much as I could and then I blend it out after. I really like this color, by the way. Alright, now I'm just going to blend it out with a fluffy brush, any one that you have handy. Kind of like work it into the crease as well. Okay, and then for the lids, I'm going to go in with this gorgeous blue, maybe like turquoise metallic. With that one, I'm just going to take a little bit on my finger. I actually don't think I've ever done this kind of eye look, this combo. I'm actually just going to take a little bit on the brush that I used for the lower lash line to apply this in little areas that my finger couldn't reach. So like up here. Next up, I'm going to apply some lashes, liner, and mascara, and I'll be back in a sec. I didn't even use a Natasha Denona brush that was included in here. I totally forgot about this. It looks like a really good one though. It's definitely more on the smaller side, but I guess it's good for like blending maybe.
The pain that we're going through, the exile of the Shekhinah. We're going to talk about what's her role in what's Leia's role, obviously, in it. So we know that with Leia Menu's viewpoint in that situation between 2 sisters. Yours of mercy or person this whole time, it's a good time to wake up for Chatzot. We're going to talk a little bit about Chatzot. The most important thing about Chatzot itself,
I feel like since the eyes are so deep and dramatic, I want to apply a little bit more blush. So I've been using this one right here by Ofra Cosmetics. It's so good. You could use my code Liora for 20% off if you're interested. But here are what the shades look like. Really pretty. I have this one on already. I'm just going to build up a little bit more. It's such a gorgeous shade. It's like a very cozy shape. You know what I mean?
believe that you are the one in charge of changing the world.
Woo!
You could be the one changing your marriage. You could be the one changing the relationship. You could do it yourself.
So for lips, I'm going to use this combo right here. So the Pat McGrath lip liner and contour. This is like one of my favorite lip liners ever. Sharpened it probably the most, I would say, compared to my other lip liners. And then I'm going to be using the Huda Beauty lipstick in Interview. So I got this in a Sephora Favorites kit, and then I think the Huda Beauty advent calendar. I didn't have a chance to use it yet, so I figured I'd pop it into this video here. I actually think it's a little bit too dark for my liking. But it's very, very comfortable, I have to say that. Okay, so that is pretty much it when it comes to the final look. I will say I feel like the shades applied really, really nicely. I mean, I did only use 3 of the 5, but definitely seems very on par with her regular, bigger palettes that I feel like a lot of us just know and love. This look that I created today is definitely more on the dramatic side, but I feel like if you're gonna use like maybe these tones, it's not gonna be as deep. And I feel like even though this palette does have only 5 shades, I wanna say I can create a bunch of different looks that will look significantly different because we have, I would say, almost 2 types of family colors in here. And I feel like mixing both like elements together would just create amazing looks, you know? Usually with dramatic looks, I feel like it takes me forever because you want to be super precise and blend out the shades perfectly. But like with this look, I don't think it took me such a long time, and this is a very, very deep look, you know? So I love her formula. I love her. This is a winner. Also, I have something stuck here. Okay, a piece of hair. I also will say, I feel like with these 9-pan palettes, I'm finding that she is consistently getting better and better. I did a ranking video, maybe like last year, with all of these little ones from Natasha Denona. And you could tell like the first few that she released were like, you know, like decent, okay. But then as more came out, like you really do get a bang for your buck with these. If you really didn't want to spend like $65 on her bigger palette, or like about $129, I think that's what it is, on her bigger palettes, I think you can really get a good feel of what her shadows have to offer by, you know, purchasing this one or the Mini Love palette or a few of her other ones that she recently came out with, not the first few. Okay, now let's talk about this little one right over here, the Mini Baby Glam. It includes 3 shades, 1 metallic, 2 matte. And then here are what the shades look like swatch. So I would say, I feel like the first shade, the top shade, it might be a little bit unnecessary. I'm thinking for myself, I would have loved maybe like a deeper brown to build up the transition, but I still think you can do a decent amount with this, I guess. I want to get my full-size Glam palette so you guys can see comparisons. I really want to see actually if these are exactly like what's included in the bigger Glam palette, so give me a sec. So this right here is the full-size Glam palette. You could see it is well loved. It's one of my favorites from her line for sure. So the metallic that's included in the little one is actually this shade right over here. The next one that's included in the little palette is this shade, which is called Crease, which is one that I don't typically use often. And then this shade is included in the trio as well, which is called Transition. So 3 shades from the top actually. So this one, and this one. Okay, and then here you guys can see what they both look like. I will say the shades are definitely spot on. Like it's literally the same exact thing. Considering the fact that this little one is $19 and this is $65, it is a nice jump when it comes to the price, but this is only including 3 shades. This has like, I think 15. But if you did want that color story and you just felt like, you know what, 3 shades would be fine, maybe it would be something that would interest you, you know, because the quality is definitely the same. I want to say that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful. Let me know what you guys thought of the Mini Metropolis palette and the Mini Glam palette. Like which one speaks to you, if you're picking up any of them, if you're skipping out on them, like keep me posted. I will say though, this right here is probably one of the best holiday releases thus far. So very excited about that one. This is cute too. Anyways, baby. Okay, I'll see you guys in my next one. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Bye.